field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, one, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No ball, but ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's go. Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Check, check. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 25 on second down, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
58, right on the
A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's an 85. Brings up second and 5.
That's got to be a
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 480. Here we go, going to 53.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. 57, Mike 57. Down to lose 1. 57.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's it, baby. We got 1.
And the Bears 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Chicago.
180. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 9. Check 9.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Ain't no such thing as a run.
From the 38, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Get up! 180! 54 Mike. Cut. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Good move.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Get up! 180! 54! Mike, 54! You ain't got nothing! You ain't got nothing! Watch the safety creep! Hey, alert 3, alert 3! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Montgomery on the counter. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 99. Slip. We're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
46. 44, 44, Mike, 44, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And James has it. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the ball. Alert. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. In your face.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What we got? Switch it.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Get up! 180! Mike 5-4. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, crunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 5 now. Trubisky. This is caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal, Chicago.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you.
Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's second down and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
We own it. We own it. Hey, ball. Mike 5-4. Let's pick it up.
Throwing here, Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Trubisky will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there.
His guys take over 1st and 10. At their own 49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Stop your whining.
Here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go! Watch twist. Check 3, check. Hey, ball. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Ran, son. Hey, wahoo. Line 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st down, Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Check, 59. Here we go, D. Alert flare. Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 31, Prescott, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Go, go, go. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. 58, come on. Let's go, team. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 2nd down now. Pollard, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
There you go. 480. Yeah, Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Under 10, under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to keep.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Barber. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
There you go. Mike, 58, right there. You better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Barber. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a set, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so much.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack